My name is Melissa Dumaz. I am located in Los Angeles, California, in Southern California, and I have been on the Therapy for Black Girls directory for a long time. I'm sitting here thinking, how many years has it been? And I think it's been 6 years, maybe 7 years, something of that nature, but for a while. That's an excellent question. I believe some of the misconceptions about more injury amongst therapists are that we don't have any, that we don't get injured, which is a big misconception because clearly the stats say so. If you talk to any therapist, that does happen. I think sometimes when we think about moral injury, we think about combat situations or things of that nature, but therapists experience this too. And that can be faced in a variety of ways, from ethical dilemmas and things of that nature. So when you ask the question, how can we raise awareness about this issue? I think talking about it, normalizing the experience, and then also remembering that we are human, that while we are therapists and that we are in relationship and a therapeutic relationship with other humans, that we are human first. And so naturally, as being human first, we're going to be impacted by the work we're doing. We're going to have our own thoughts and feelings, and we're going to be in situations that go or that feel that they go against our own morals and values and beliefs. This is an excellent question. I have had the experience of working in private practice setting and in agencies. And so based on my experience, the way that those burnout symptoms differ from private practice to working in private sectors, to working in agencies is commonly as a business owner, in private practice, you understand the business component. And sometimes when we are in agency settings, we are working, but maybe we are not privy to the behind the scenes, the business aspect, or we haven't been trained or haven't been educated in the business aspect of it. So a lot of times it can feel like they're just using me to do the work. They're just using me to meet some numbers or to meet some quota, not realizing that behind the scenes that those hours are actually what is not just paying our salary, but is keeping the agency open. But in private practice, since it's your business, or maybe you're working in a group private practice, you have more sense of that business aspect. So I think it differs because that the information is different, the level of education is different, and I think it also differs because commonly when we're in private practice working for ourselves, we have say-so over how many clients we want to see per day. We have say-so over how much money we want to earn. And when we can put those boundaries and those limitations on ourselves, or maybe they're not limitations, but maybe they're growth initiatives on ourselves, and we can't always do that in a sector where we're working for someone else. And so you could feel burned out, but also be looking at it as like, I can't take the time off because if not, I don't get paid. Or I don't have say-so over seeing 10 clients a day versus being able to only see 3. And then sometimes the burnout is different because in private practice, you get to set your own rate versus working for an agency. You are told this is your rate based on your experience or based on how many clients you see. And so you may feel like you have to see a lot more clients just to make ends meet for yourself on a personal level. Oh, that's an excellent question. I think that supervision and process groups can be used to help clinicians to be better clinicians and to process and impact the things that are happening in their personal life. Because just as clinicians, we see our relationship with our clients as a therapeutic relationship. We should be viewing the supervision or the group supervision relationship as the same as that. It is a therapeutic relationship. And in that therapeutic relationship, the same efforts that we have taken with our clients to provide a safe space, the same efforts that we have taken to do no harm, the same efforts that we have taken to have a space of no judgment, a space where they can learn and have their training wheels on and take them off as needed, we should be providing that same space for those that are looking to be licensed or that are licensed and still need a safe space just to process the things that are happening in their sessions. So I think that is important. I think the role doesn't solely fall on the supervisor. While it's important for the supervisor to to create these settings, I think it's also important for the clinician to be able to talk about the areas in which they feel safe. And if they don't feel safe, to also bring that up as well. Just like as a therapist, we would want our clients to say, that intervention didn't really work for me. Can we try something else? We want to have that nature and that authentic and genuine of a relationship. Supervision to be the safe space for that as well, where we can go to our supervisors and have those very open and honest conversations, because the deeper that we can go with ourselves and the deeper that we can go with our clients. Oh, that's a great question. My favorite form of self-care. So I don't have just one, because I believe that there different things do different things for us. So some of my favorite ones are working out. I love a good sound bath. I love to dash off to the beach whenever I can. Sometimes I don't have a chance to really enjoy the beach like I would like to, because if you know about going to the beach, it's a whole task. Like, you need the chair, you need the sunblock, the treats, all the things. So sometimes if I could just drive by it and smell the ocean air, it gives me what I need. And then I also like to spend time with my family, with friends. I love to laugh. And surprisingly, I love to cook. I love to cook different plant-based foods and desserts. That brings me joy, and being able to share that good food with other people. So those are the things that I do for self-care.